Hi, everybody. It's Sylvia Castillo and Donna Sylvester. Hi, Donna.
Hey, Sylvia, it's good to be here.
Thank you. It's good. It is good to be here. We're here to show you how to be more effective in your send out card account. And today we're working on the mobile app. And Donna is actually going to share her screen with us so we can look at the mobile app. It's great to be able to send cards from our computers with the send out card account. However, when you have the mobile app and you know how to use it, whether you're in line or you're waiting for your tires to be changed or whatever it might be, it's nice to be able to send cards from the mobile app. So we'll look at that here in just a second.
So can you see my screen now, Sylvia?
I can.
Awesome. Well, I send probably more than 50% of my cards from the mobile app. There are just a few functions that I think are much easier on the app than they are on the computer. Getting a picture off Facebook and putting it on the front of a card is so easy on the app. And I find that people really love opening up an envelope and having their picture be the first thing that they see. So what you're looking at right now is the home screen to my iPhone, and the icon for the mobile app for Send Out Cards is right here in the next to the bottom row. Now, while you're looking at it on my iPhone, it does work on the Android app. It's just laid out a little differently, but the functions that I'm going to show you today are all there on Android. So I'm going to touch the icon, and that takes me into the app itself, where if you know that you need a quick thank you, or you need a get well card, or maybe you need a birthday card, they're all there, and you can pull up one of those cards and put your message on the inside. Most of what I use the app for are photo cards, and I use this build your own feature right at the top, which gives you a totally blank card to start from. So at this point, what you do is you choose whether you have a vertical picture on the front or a horizontal picture. And I'm going to today use this horizontal orientation. Once I touch that, it allows me to select down at the bottom, do I want to do a flat card, 2-panel, 3-panel, postcard, or a big 8x10 card? And for today, I'm going to use the 2-panel card. I'm going to go right up to the upper right and say create. And once I do that, it gives me the opportunity to go to my photo gallery. So I'm going to click on photos right here. If I click on cloud photos, those are photos I've already uploaded into Send Out Cards. I'm going to click on photos, and that takes me to my photo gallery, where I'm going to go to all photos. My good friend Rodney Lee took his family to Disney World for New Year's, and so I saw a number of pictures out there that I thought were really cute. And so I'm going to use this one right here that says Happy Holidays with a picture on it from Disney World. I thought that was really cute and appropriate for a holiday card.
That's so cute. And what a great front of a card too.
I know. He couldn't have set me up any better, could he? So I'm going to click save, and there's my card front. I'm going to swipe to the left, and that takes me to the upper panel of the inside of the card, where I want to put some more pictures. So you see this palette down here at the bottom. I first want to put some color on there, and I'm going to I use brick red for these holiday cards. So there you go. There's brick red. I just touch anywhere on this palette, and it'll change the color of the card to that. And then if I want to put a picture on the inside of the card, I'm going to touch this symbol right here in the bottom right. And it brings up the layouts for me to choose another picture. And so in this case, I'm going to choose a full screen picture for him. No, I'm not, because then the color won't show. So I'm going to choose that partial screen. And then I'm going to touch the symbol to go get another picture. Go to photos. And this time I want to put a picture of him and his family on the upper part of the card. So I just kind of barely get it in. So there's the picture of him and his family. I'm going to click save in the upper right, and then I'm going to touch T to put a caption on that picture. And I'm going to use the microphone down by the space bar to voice dictate that in. Disney World, New Year's, 2020.
Is it 2019 or is it 2020?
Well, he was there in January of 2020.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was, I was thinking New Year's.
Yeah, this was just posted today.
Awesome.
So I guess that would be New Year's 2020, right?
I guess, yeah. I mean, it's the new year and it's 2020. I didn't.
I had that same question when I looked at the card, so I chose 2020. All right.
Perfect.
So to get that highlighted on the iPhone, I touch it, and it gives me the option to select either a portion of it or all of it. In this case, I'm going to select all, and I'm going to use the A, which gives me the selection of all the fonts. And I normally use permanent marker for my fonts. So now I've got my font chosen, and I want to make it white so that it shows up better on that brick red. So I touch the white band at the top, and now I've got white text, and I save it. And so now I've got a caption. So if he saves this card and looks at it a couple of years from now, he'll remember it was Disney World, New Year's 2020.
That's so awesome.
So I'm going to go, and I keep these cards pretty simple. I mean, you could do all kinds of fancy things with them, but what I've noticed in myself is if I keep them simple, I actually do them and send them, you know? So now I'm on the inside of the bottom panel. I'm going to put a message there. And again, I'm going to voice dictate that message. Started too soon. Rodney, comma, new line. I really enjoyed looking at your pictures of Disney World on Facebook today. Period. I love that you were able to take your family there for New Year's. Period. New line. Wishing you and your family the best in 2020. Exclamation point. New line. All right, there's my message. It looks like it came through pretty clear. So in this case, I want to select it all. So I'm going to hold that. I'm going to touch the screen and select all. And I'm going to go pick a font. Everybody has their own. What's your favorite font, Sylvia?
Oh my gosh, there are a few of them. I do like the permanent marker. I also like Wendy, and there's a couple others that I go to as well. But I think you're right. People definitely pick their favorite and have a favorite that they like.
So there's Wendy, which is kind of a script font. And now I'm going to put my signature in, Donna. And if you haven't gotten your signatures done and you would like to, Sylvia or I can show you how to do that. Mine is a little big, so I'm going to select just my word, and I'm going to make that smaller. So now I've got my message. I want to put a color on it, so I'm going to select all. I'm going to go to the palette, and I always do my cards in purple. So I'm going to select purple and say save. And so that's what the message looks like on the inside. And I don't really like New Year's hanging there by itself. So I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to put a hard return in front of there. And I'm going to put a hard return in front of best. So it kind of changes the alignment a little bit and I think makes the card look a little bit better.
Oh, great.
Now I'm going to go to the back panel, and this is my standard back panel, which I'm going to leave there for today. But if you have a number of different back panels, this image down in the bottom right here will allow you to change out the back panel of your card. And actually, let's change that to your one in a million. So there you go. Now I've changed the panel on my card. I'm ready to send the order. It's very easy. I could have added a gift if I wanted to. I could change the send time if I wanted to go out on an anniversary, a birthday, or a custom date. I can add contacts that I already have in the system. I can add a brand new contact, or if I have somebody's address in my phone, I can import that contact. Rodney is already in my system, so I'm going to go find Rodney.
That's pretty great to be able to do all this from your phone while you're maybe, in between appointments or leaving an appointment. And I think it's great.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I've been known to send a card at a stoplight. You know, if I'm in one of those long lines of traffic where I'm just sitting there and I've got somebody on my mind, I'll pull a card up and send them. And really, that's really good energy for a card. If you send it when somebody comes to your mind, that's really an important time to send a card.
Hey, that's right. And you know, I love it because you say traffic, but if you're waiting for a train, instead of getting angry that you got to wait for the train, just send a card.
Yeah, that's a good change in perspective there.
Right.
I can also select a group. Now, this is an individual heartfelt card, a heartfelt card being a card I send one time to one person. But if this were a holiday card that I wanted to go out to, say, a group of mothers, I could select that group and send this card from my phone right to my group. In this case, I'm just going to continue. This is my favorite screen of all times in send out cards. Free, free, free. Don't you like that, Sylvia?
I do too. I'm on the same subscription, and we both have an unlimited amount of these types of heartfelt cards that we can send out, which, you know, makes the joy of sending it even greater, because we see that and it's like, wow, I get to share my gratitude and appreciation all the time. And it's just part of what we do. So I love it.
The other thing I've noticed for me is that when someone comes to my mind to send them a card, I don't have to ponder whether I want to spend money on it. It's just there and I just send it.
There's no hesitation.
Yep. It definitely gives me a greater sense of freedom about how to use the cards and when to send them. So I'm going to hit submit, and it tells me that my order's been submitted. And what that means is it'll be printed in the print queue tonight at midnight and to the post office in Salt Lake City tomorrow. And my experience is these cards usually get to Denver within 3 to 4 days. So Rodney might have this card by Friday, maybe Saturday. So
awesome.
That's a pretty easy process. And what I would say to the people is I would make a deal with yourself to do 2 or 3 on your phone just to see what that's like. And I think you'll really enjoy it, and it'll enable you to send more cards in a more spontaneous fashion.
Wonderful. Well, hope you've enjoyed this. And if you have any questions, please just feel free to reach out to Donna or myself. And as always, we're here to show you how to be more effective in your send out cards. So we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Sylvia.